I've watched 10,000 minutes of Vincent Kompany's Bayern Munich. Every pass, every switch of play, every setback, every win,
Na abrir, aproximação à área, sai com o lançamento, Luís Dias para dentro, é golo!
Para ponerle cara y rostro al primer.
and here's the truth, this is not the Bayern you thought you knew. This is Kompany's Bayern, a side rebuilt, a side that has been doubted, pushed and tested, yet still standing. Let's go back. May 29, 2024. Bayern Munich announced Vincent Kompany as their new manager. He arrived from Burnley. The reaction was brutal. Many fans said Bayern was too big for him.
A lot of criticism online right now about you since you joined Bayern Munich. People are thinking like Bayern is bigger than you. A lot of comments about that. What are you taking? What your comment about that?
I'm born in Brussels, yeah. Northern quarter in Brussels. My dad was a refugee, came from Congo to Belgium. What were my chances of ever setting a foot even in the Premier League, playing in the Premier League, winning something as a player, playing for the national team and so on? If you take the odds and the chances that it was for me to happen, 0.00 what percent, you know? And now I'm a coach. The question is, do you just stop believing? Do you stop believing in yourself because of what other people say? Do you stop believing in what you can achieve because, you know what, there's a very small chance? The mentality is to continue to go, and in the end, if you fail, you fail. If you succeed, you succeed, but you become better every single time. That's so important. And the question is irrelevant in terms of the direction of the fact that, because online you can always find stuff, so I really don't take it any personal, never.
Too fast, too soon. He was coming from a team that had just been relegated from the Premier League. Burnley played brave football under him, but brave football alone was not enough to survive in England. Critics pointed to that. They said, if he can't keep Burnley up, how will he handle Bayern?
I do think this is a wrong appointment. First of all, great leader, great player, great personality, great to interview, did a great press conference. But he's the sixth choice at Bayern Munich. They tried 5 coaches before him. There is nothing in Vincent Kompany's football career as a coach that I see that tells me that this is the right man for Bayern Munich. And we say that, yeah, but he's a good lad and he will be good. He got a good stature of himself. He played in Germany and he's nearly Alonso, same background, who was their first choice. But Vincent Kompany showed me in this Premier League season nothing that thinks for me that he's fit for Bayern Munich, and it's already started. And Jürgen will tell you later how it's like to be a Bayern Munich manager. You can just come there and say you're going to do a good training session. There is so many things into this, and he never had a plan B in the Premier League this season. And yes, he had a good season in the Championship, but he got relegated, and now he's taking over the big Bayern Munich. I think this is a wrong appointment.
But there was another side to the story. Pep Guardiola once called Kompany a future top coach.
His destiny to become a manager of Man City is already written in the stars, so it's going to happen. I don't know when, but it's going to happen.
And Pep does not throw those words around. Kompany was his captain at Manchester City. He absorbed ideas, the structure, the discipline. At Burnley, he showed courage. He rebuilt their style. He made them dominate the Championship and earned promotion. He trusted in possession football. He trusted in building from the back. Bayern saw more than just relegation. They saw a coach with a vision. The start was rocky. Players were unsure.
What's he been like since he came in? I know you spoke about Tuchel coming in immediately in his first talk going, and there was positive energy. What was them first moments with Vincent Kompany?
So I think the first moment, because this is the way I see the game, this is the way I think that we need to play in every team, and kind of like you have to listen and to trust me on that, and say I'm stubborn. So you won't be like change my way, So then I was like, whoa, I like it. I was like, but then I never played against him, I think, but you could see as a player that he has a strong mentality and strong reading and everything. And I think this is what we need, obviously, when the tactic works. But then when we start to play, when we really follow on everything, now we love the way we play.
The press called him a risk, but step by step, Kompany began to shape Bayern. The transfers told the story of his first season. 2024-25. Michael Olise came from Crystal Palace, around €55 million, a big fee. But today it looks like a bargain. Olise is now one of Bayern's sharpest weapons. João Palhinha arrived from Fulham. He brought strength and tackling, but he never fully adapted to Bayern's rhythm. He was moved on. Hiroki Ito came from Stuttgart, left-footed, calm, reliable. He grew into a defensive pillar. He is still at the top level now. Josip Stanisic returned to the squad and gave cover across defence. Bayern won the Bundesliga. Eric Dyer was signed as a short-term option at the back. Like Palhinha, he didn't last. From that window, two stood out, Olise and Ito, both essential, both trusted, both now part of the backbone of Kompany's Bayern. Then came the next stage, the 2025-26 season. This was different. Kompany wasn't just patching holes, he was shaping the future. Luis Diaz arrived. Explosive, direct, relentless. He gives Bayern chaos on the left side. He drags defenders out of position. He presses with fury. He is the injection of energy Bayern lacked. Jonathan Tah came in to strengthen the heart of defence. Powerful in duels, dominant in the air. Alongside Upamecano and Kim Min-jae, he gives Bayern real stability. Tom Bischoff was signed to add creativity in midfield. A young German talent with vision and technique. He represents the next generation. Paul Wanner returned with a bigger role. No longer just a prospect, but a serious piece in midfield rotations. Kompany trusts him more now. And from the academy, two names were promoted. Lennart Karl, a midfielder with intelligence and range. Jonah Kusi-Asar, a striker who brings height and presence in the box. Both represent Kompany's commitment to youth. This is the clear evolution. The 2024-25 signings were about survival. The 2025-26 signings are about ambition. Kompany is building a squad that can fight in Germany, but also push in Europe. This is where the Pep influence shows. Kompany builds with patience. He values structure. But unlike Pep, he allows chaos when needed. You can see it in how Bayern switch play. They don't just circulate. They snap from one side to the other with speed. One moment it's Davies bursting down the left. The next it's Olise isolating his defender on the right. The switch is the weapon. In tough games, when the rhythm breaks, Kompany leans on his core players. Harry Kane, Michael Olise, Luis Diaz, Jamal Musiala, Joshua Kimmich. Kane remains the finisher, but also the link man. He drops into midfield to create overloads. He pulls defenders out of shape. He is the reference point. Olise gives unpredictability. His ability to glide past a marker, his crosses, his sharp left foot, he makes Bayern less predictable. Luis Diaz is the chaos factor. His pressing, his relentless running, his directness. He turns slow possession into sudden danger. And Kimmich is still the heartbeat, the brain. He is the compass Kompany uses when games get messy. Every project has its setbacks. For Kompany, the Champions League showed him reality. In his first season, Bayern stumbled. They lacked balance. They got caught on transitions. It looked like the critics were right. But instead of folding, Kompany adapted. He reorganized the midfield. He gave Musiala more freedom. Except injuries don't let him be. He trusted Upamecano and Tah to play higher. He accepted the risk. From that point, Bayern looked scary again. Not perfect, but harder to break. They won the 2025-26 Super Cup, even before the start of the season. Now, in the 2025-26 season, Kompany's Bayern looks solid. In the Bundesliga, they remain competitive. The possession average sits around 59%. Their pressing numbers are among the top in Germany. In recent matches, Kane continues to score, Olise has added assists, Luis Diaz has become a nightmare for fullbacks. Injuries, yes. Musiala, Alexander Pavlovich, Alphonso Davies, Paul Wanner and Hiroki Ito have been out. Coman to gone to Al Nassr, Leroy Sané and Thomas Müller also gone. The academy is feeding the squad again. That's another shift. Young players are trusted. That was rare before. Still, problems remain. Bayern concede goals on counters. When Davies comes back, this may reduce because he has pace to cover up, and the European record still haunts them. Kompany has not yet delivered a Champions League trophy. That weighs heavy. Last season, Inter Milan stopped them at the quarter-finals. But give him credit. Since Tuchel left, Kompany has fixed a lot. The locker room atmosphere, reports once said Bayern players were split. That's gone. The structure of play, Bayern now know what they're doing with the ball. The squad balance, he didn't let veterans fall. He built around them. He added youth. He added width. Every position looks stronger. Bayern under Kompany have won domestic titles, but he wants more. He wants the treble. He speaks about it openly. Some fans now believe it. The same fans who doubted him in May 2024. Kompany's Bayern are not flawless, but they are alive. They are growing. They are a team again. You see discipline, you see courage, you see belief, and you see happiness. The truth? Kompany was the gamble Bayern needed, and he's turning that gamble into control. If you've made it this far, make sure you hit subscribe. I'll be here every day breaking down Bayern, every match, every moment. Now I want to hear from you. Can Vincent Kompany deliver the Champions League to Bayern, or will his project fall short of Europe's biggest prize?